Hey guys, welcome back. It's TechLock here with the fourth installment of our Forgotten Boy Arden series. And following up from the last video, I've given it a lot of thought, and I think it's time to give Arden the type of investment he really deserves. So, on camera, let's do this for you guys. So, in addition to sacrificing a brave Ike for him, we're also going to give him another little special treat. So, follow along as we go down. We find ourselves a Sylvia. We're gonna upgrade her. And now, it's time for the main attraction. Alright, where's our boy? Here we go. We don't need to search for it. We can just go down and find our brave Ike right here. This is a little painful, I must admit, but alright, gonna do it. You better look after yourself with what I just invested in you. Well, and now to help him tank mages, because that's what he seems to struggle with so much, give him a barrier blade from Sylvia that I just upgraded. Alright. There we go, and then we'll just throw Warding Stance 1 and Mirror Stance 1 on him as well, because why not? We're in the spirit of giving things to Arden, so there you go. And here we go. Let's take a look at finds. So, safeguard. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have to learn this skill first. Let's go to allies, ally growth, learn skills. Arden. And the barrier blade. Oh, I really hope I have enough SP to learn all this stuff. Barrier blade plus. Now for his more enviable skills. Oh, please, please, please don't run out of SP. That would be really bad. I thought 4K would be enough. Alright, so now he has Ether. Where is your steady breath? There we go. You better treasure this one, Arden. Alright, and while we're at it, while we're just in the spirit of giving things, it's Christmas in May over here. Might as well refine his weapons as well. Barrier blade, plus speed, god no. Plus res? Sure, why not? I'm also kind of doing this for a little bit selfish reasons. I definitely want to have enough Divine Dew in case my boy Lion ever gets a personal refine, so this is just helping me just stock up on some Divine Dew. Just in case IS decides to be kind and give us a refine for a Lion and make him actually usable in the game. Well, apart from that, Arden, they're your May gifts, I guess. I don't know. What's Memorial Day? It's around Memorial Day, so those are your Memorial Day gifts. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into the video.
If you want victory, seize it with both hands.
Alright, so the first Grand Hero battle Arden will take on today is Xander's Infernal battle. As you can see, we have our standard Arden build with the defense, refined safeguard, steady stance, wary fighter, and even defense wave. Also, we're going to give him HP plus 4 in a Sacred Seal slot to help boost his tankiness and also increase the effective range of his wary fighter. Next, we have Olivia, and she's going to have Res Tactic in her Sacred Seal slot. Also, we're going to use Azure, and she's going to have Drive Res. As you can see, we're really going in, buffing up Arden's Res stat. And finally, we'll have Veronica, and she has Drive Res 2, And then also she has attack +3 on her A slot. She doesn't have any. She doesn't come with an A slot skill, so an attack +3 is a pretty cheap skill to get. So as I said before, we're really driving up Arden's res in order to help tank some of the mages on this map. So instead of trying to find one single stopgap for Arden, we're going to clog basically 2.5 holes with our brick wall here. So we're going to move him up, and as I really like to do, like take the first turn to set up, and then second turn to actually get into the fighting. So right now you can see he's getting all those res buffs from the allies. Now we're going to put him right there so he blocks left, top, and right. And let's see how he survives this first round. So Arden does 0 damage. Then we have this pesky Lance Knight who comes in with knockback. We'll get rid of him shortly. But that Warrior Fighter really helps protect him against both ranged green mage attacks, even though he does have the triangle, weapons triangle advantage. Mages really do a number on him. So we're going to take some of Xander's health out with Veronica, also give debuffs on the enemies and buff up Arden. Now we're going to use Veronica to take out that pesky Lance Knight and get rid of that knockback skill in order to prevent messing up our current formation. And then we'll just have Windfire Bomb to buff up Arden a little bit more. And he will go ahead and tank another 4 hits from Xander, Staff, the Green Cavalier, and then Sword Fighter. Right, so we'll heal up Arden, get the Windfire Bomb on him, and then now we're going to see him take out this Sword Fighter on the right. Though it wasn't too much of a threat because of Azura's Sapphire Lance and Weapon Triangle advantage. We could have taken out Arden. We could have taken out Xander there with Arden, but that would have put Azura into a very precarious position, having the green mages attack her. So we're just going to let Arden do what he does best and enemy phase Xander right here. Poor Xander, even with his Infernal stats, he can't take out or even put a single point of damage on Arden. And thankfully it's the infantry mage that attacks Veronica, because she would have definitely been taken out by that Green Mage Cavalier, because it's effective against Cavalier units. So we're going to have Veronica buff up Arden yet again, the semi-MVP of these videos here. And now we're just going to move Veronica out of range of the staff unit and the Green Mage Cavalier, and then take them out. We take out the Green Mage Cavalier with Arden. Alright, that staff unit has gravity, really doesn't affect Arden because he might be strong and he's tough, but he's also very slow and can only move 1 space regardless. So we're going to move him back down, give Arden an open route to attack the staff unit on the next turn. So it should take 2 hits from Arden here. So there's the first one. Now we'll just dance him with Olivia, and watch as Arden takes out the last unit on this map.
Good way to wind up in a grave.
For our second battle of the day, we're going to be taking on Clarisse's Grand Hero battle. As you can see, it's our standard low investment Arden build. However, we have now changed his Sacred Seal to Distant Defense 3 in order to help prevent some damage from Clarisse and the Assassin on this map. We also have Olivia with Res Tactic in her Sacred Seal slot, and we're backed with Lean having Drive Res in her Sacred Seal slot. And then finally, we have Veronica, as always, and she doesn't have any special Sacred Seal because none is needed. So here we go into the battle. As always, we look for a stopgap in the map and try to plug that hole with Arden. So as you can see on this map, that stopgap will be in the middle of the map. And unlike last time, we're going to thrust Arden right into battle. We'll dance for him with Lean, get a little bit of extra attack on him, and put him on the defense tile. So even though that Sword Cavalier has an Armor Slayer. It does only single-digit damage to Arden. And now for the rest of this turn, he's going to be tanking multiple hits from all the ranged units on the map.
Did you call for me?
Right, so we're going to heal up Arden, make sure his Worry Fighter is still in great use. We'll take out a little bit of Clarisse's HP with Veronica, and then we're going to dance for her and move her well behind our wall set by Arden and buff up Arden with Windfire Bomb from far away. And then we'll continue to attack the Sword Cavalier. Now Clarisse does have Poison Strike, and normally I would be afraid of that because it does direct damage to Arden, but he has so much HP it's basically a moot point at this point. So now we have Arden getting rid of the Sword Cavalier, and I love the AI for Fire Emblem Heroes because that Blue Mage is doing absolutely nothing standing right in front of Arden, can't attack anyone, and it's just putting itself out for Arden's bloodthirsty sword. So we'll take a little more Clarisse's HP with Veronica, buff him up from well behind enemy line, or well behind our ally lines, and have Arden start attacking that Blue Mage infantry unit. And the infantry unit is going to move to the only open space, but still does nothing. And now, unfortunately, Arden cannot take out the Blue Mage with one hit, so we're going to weaken it with Veronica. Take a little bit of HP off and debuff the enemy unit, and now we'll watch Arden erase this Blue Mage unit from existence. Nicely done, Arden. And now we're going to dance for Veronica, and we're going to heal up and buff up our units. And then make sure Arden takes out this green Cavalier. We're also going to leave Veronica down there on the bottom left to bait out the assassin on the map and keep him at a fairly close range for Arden to take care of. So now, per usual with these maps, are going to weaken the assassin's HP a little bit and then also debuff him and buff up our allies just enough for Arden to take care of him. Alright, so now we will dance for Arden, have him move up, taking him off the defense tile, but at this point he has plenty of HP and their attacks don't deal nearly any damage to Arden to actually be effective or put him in any danger. So from here on out, it's only a matter of time. We'll watch Arden take out this sword infantry unit with relative ease. And then we will dance for Arden. And congrats on Clarisse being the last one alive, but it's empty victory at this point as Arden takes her out. Well, that brings us to the end of our fourth video in our Forgotten Boy Aden series. As you can see by now, Arden is quite versatile in the type of maps and enemies he can take on. Just to reiterate from the introduction of this video, Arden's build will no longer be what I call minimal investment. He'll have a higher investment build, hopefully making him more powerful and being able to take on a wider range of maps. And who knows, maybe I'll go back and try to take on some of the maps we've already taken on, but at the abyssal level difficulty. And as always, if you made it this far and liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Come check me out at Twitter, my new account at TechLockFay. And as always, have a great rest of your day. See you soon.